did a pretty good job last time. However, I didn't really think it was good enough to get an invite back after only 2 years. But when a nice lady like Mrs. Bauer and her Veterans Club kids asked me to come back, I couldn't say no. It's been a pretty busy last 2 years for me. A lot has happened. Last time I was here, I was up here in my dress blue uniform, and you'll notice that I'm in regular clothes today because I've officially retired out of the Marine Corps. I met my personal goal of walking to a Marine Corps ball only 3 months after I was wounded. But not only did I walk to one, I walked to 3. As Mrs. Bauer told you, I worked on a documentary with my good friend Ivan Kander about my first year of recovery. And that has gone on to win 2 awards, one from the Marine Corps Heritage Foundation and also one from the GI Film Festival. I have run the CFI Mini Triathlon, the Nations Triathlon, the Army 10-miler, and the Marine Corps 10K in subsequent months. I took up stand-up comedy and am one of 5 different wounded veterans that are in a documentary about how you can use comedy to heal. And last but not least, I took up the sport of rowing, and back in September I brought home the bronze medal in the double sculls. All of that while relearning how to walk with 2 prosthetic legs, which honestly was probably the hardest part. I, of course, couldn't have done that without the plethora of people that I had in my corner the entire time. It just wouldn't have been possible. And it also wouldn't have been possible if I hadn't joined the Marine Corps in 2006. But I'm not talking about being wounded. I'm talking about the attitude that I developed through 5 years of being in the Marine Corps that allowed me to even fathom being able to do all those things. First, I learned about work ethic. I already had a pretty good work ethic from living on a farm when I was younger, but in the Marine Corps I was allowed to hone it to an even greater degree. I learned that when I accept a job or set a goal, I'm going to finish it no matter how long it takes. And not only am I going to finish, I'm going to do it right. And I'm going to do it to the height of my ability. I learned about dedication. Dedication to others and dedication to my mission. And to put those things before myself. I learned that what I want now is less important than what I want most. And that's the definition of discipline. I learned to adapt to unexpected situations. And I think that may be one of the most important things that I have learned in the Marine Corps, is being able to improvise when things don't go perfectly. And I think that we can all agree that my injury was very unexpected. But Marines, they don't quit just because their plan doesn't go perfectly. They come up with a new plan and they keep going. My personal goal of leaving the world a better place when I left didn't go perfectly. But now I'm developing a new plan to do the same exact thing. When Veterans Day comes around every year, it makes me think. First, I think about my buddies that I deployed with over 2 wars. Some taught me, some were taught by me, and some, like me, are developing their new plans after being wounded. And even some are continuing on with their old plans despite being wounded. I think about our shared experiences and how through them we're forever bonded, no matter how far away we are from each other. Next, I think about the veterans that came before me. I think about their wars and their experiences and how I would have done in their shoes, whether or not I would have been up to the task. And how Even though their wars were much more difficult than mine, in my opinion, they still have the humility to thank me. And then I think about the veterans to come. Some may be in this room, some not even born yet. And I wonder what they're going to have to go through and the sacrifices that they are going to have to make on behalf of their country. But I don't worry about them, because I know that they're going to get the same training that I did, and I know that they will rise to the occasion. To me, Veterans Day is the greatest holiday that this country recognizes. It's a day where everybody takes time out of their life to show appreciation for those that put theirs on the line for something bigger than themselves. But I don't think that the appreciation Americans have for veterans only happens on that one day. Over the past 2 years, I have had more dinners paid for by people than I can even count. People that leave before I get the chance to thank them for buying me dinner. I've been upgraded on many flights for free. People have come up to me and given me money so that I can buy myself dinner. I have been to events dedicated to raising money for veterans in need. My government has supported me throughout my injury by giving me thousands of dollars in care and prosthetics. I get thanked almost every day by people I don't know, probably hundreds by now. But before, I never really knew how to respond when somebody thanked me. However, after having it happen so many times, I finally figured it out. I say, "It was my pleasure. Thank you."